This is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you, and today's episode is actually Spawn, and that's like kind of born because I was actually just at the local county fair. And I went to the county fair. They have the rides and the amusement park rides and the games you could throw and hit the bottles down and win your sweetie a prize. And they have like this agricultural displays and the area where they have the smooth talkers and the quick talkers trying to sell you vegetable slicers, Vitamixes, and stuff to put on your car to make your car look brand new. And they have like the artwork displays where people enter their artwork and their produce to win prizes. But one of the main sections of the fair, and for which is Americana, is actually the food. There's all these food joints. They have hot dogs on a stick, big ass turkey legs like that long. People just buy and look like a caveman when they're eating it. And the one thing I saw new this year that I hadn't seen before is that they have deep fried watermelon. Yes, deep fried watermelon. They literally cut a watermelon, they batter it, they deep fry it, and then they'll give it to you, man. And I think they even put a cherry on top. But that's totally insane. But anyways, the reason for this video is because of that. Because I want each and every one of my viewers out there to think about the most important thing that you could do today. So what is the most important thing you could do today? Well, I'm going to share my view of the most important thing you can do today or any day. And the thing that I think is the most important is think before you eat. Now, why do I say think before you eat? Because all our thoughts in our minds are derived from our bodies and what we're made up of. And think about it. Have you ever heard the old adage, you are what you eat? Well, I like to make it into you are what you eat and absorb, because just because you eat it doesn't mean you're going to get the nutrition out of it. But if you absorb it, you will. So we are all made up of what we consume, whether it's, thoughts or whether it's the food. And in my opinion, mostly it's the food. We are what we eat. And there's been recent studies where that most Americans on a cellular level are made up of corn because of all the corn products that are hidden in high fructose corn syrup and all the different derivatives of corn, the corn flour, the corn syrup. I mean, so many things nowadays are made of corn. And I definitely know that I'm not, and my cells are not made of hardly any corn, compared to the average American. But the problem is that most people don't think before they eat. So I want you guys to think before you eat, and I want you guys to take just 30 seconds before you put any morsel, I don't care what it is, any morsel of food into your mouth, and consider these three things. So take about 10 seconds to think about each one of these things. Number one, think about how that food, whether it's a corn dog from the fair or an apple or an organic orchard off the tree yet, how that will affect you in the now. How will that affect you right when you eat it? Will you feel energetic? Will you feel kind of tired? Will it make you sleepy? Maybe it has a lot of fat and oils in it and salt. I mean, that usually just makes me feel tired and kind of depressed, but it makes me forget about whatever I was eating because now I'm tired and depressed. Number two, think about how that food will affect you in the short term. So think 4 to 5 hours from now. How will that apple affect me, or how will that hot dog affect me? How will I feel in 4 to 6 hours from the time I ate it? Maybe that hot dog at the fair isn't in the most cleanliness conditions. Maybe it has some gluten and you have gluten sensitivities. Maybe you're going to get a stomach ache because when you eat hot dogs, you get stomach aches. But, you're just so hungry you're going to eat anything that's in front of you. But maybe if you had that same apple and ate it, you feel great in 4 to 6 hours. You feel like you could run a marathon. The final thing that I want you to take 10 seconds and think about before you eat any food is, how will that food affect you in like 5 to 10 years? Maybe if you ate just apples, you're going to be fit and trim and you could see yourself running and winning marathons. But maybe if you're eating corn dogs, you could see yourself as a 300-pound person sitting on the couch being a couch potato. So if you pay attention and think about before you put something into your mouth, then maybe, just maybe, you'll make a different choice than if you just mindlessly stuff your mouth like most of the people at the fair were, because they were hungry and that's what the food was available to them. I actually brought my own food to the fair so that I could eat healthily, and sometimes I'll just fast. And go for a period of time where I'm just drinking water, because you know you could survive for a couple hours on only water. As long as you stay hydrated, you don't really need to eat. So after you think about it, and if you do choose to eat the food, I want you to feel how that food makes you feel afterwards, because that's very important. And you know, with this technique and learning to feel your body and how you feel, your body's a feedback system. I mean, it will let you know whether you're feeling in the moment or whether you're feeling 4 to 6 hours later because you got a stomach ache, or whether you're feeling great. Your body's going to let you know, and I want you to react and listen to your body and how it feels. If it doesn't feel good after you eat a certain food, hey, maybe that food isn't too good for you. If you feel great, well, hey, maybe that food is for you. But I want you to be more conscious and aware and make choices that you're actually thinking and, more importantly, feel about each and every day, so that you can become the best person you can be. The final thought that I want to leave you with today, after living a healthful lifestyle for the last 17 years, is simply this: nothing tastes better than how extraordinary health feels. And I can tell you that from the deepest and the bottomest of my heart. I mean, I've been eating a natural plant-based diet for the last 17 years, and truly nothing tastes better than how I feel each and every day. And I want you guys to feel the best that you can do. And I truly believe that eating the majority of your diet in fresh fruits and vegetables is the way to do just that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and will now think about, for just 30 seconds before you put any food into your mouth, number one, how you're going to feel in the now. Number two, how you're going to feel in the short term. Number three, how you're going to feel in the long term. And after you eat that food, see how that food feels to you. And in this way, you're going to hopefully make better food choices and become the best person you can be. Once again, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time. And remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're the best.